Welcome, dear learners, in this comprehensive lecture on branding. In the contemporary marketplace, the concept of brand extends far beyond a simple name or a logo. It is a complex psychological construct that defines the relationship between a seller and a buyer. Today, we will navigate through the fundamental concepts of branding, its significance, the legal framework surrounding trademarks, and the strategic terminologies used by marketing professionals to manage brand equity. This session is designed to provide a deep understanding of how products are differentiated in a crowded market. Let us outline the specific learning objective for this session. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to define branding according to the American Marketing Association and understand its primary purpose. Second, you will be able to analyze the significance of a brand through its attributes, benefit, and cultural association. Third, you will be able to identify the characteristics of a successful brand name and the functions branding serves. You will be also able to distinguish between related terms such as brand, brand mark, and trademarks. You will also able to evaluate the third posed by brand piracy, including imitations and product faking. Then you will able to explain complex brand terminologies ranging from brand equity and loyalty to brand development index. Let us begin by assessing the market landscape. In any given economy, there are numerous products of similar type available to consumers. These products are manufactured by different producers, yet they may satisfy the same basic need. This raises a critical question: how does a consumer distinguish between two similar kind of products? The answer lies in nomenclature. For the ease of recognition, products are assigned distinctive names. This nomenclature, which we call a brand, provides appropriate recognition to both the product and the manufacturer. In essence, a brand signifies a name, sign, or symbol assigned to a product by the producer. Its primary goal is to identify the product and crucial to differentiate it from competitors. Now let's see definition of brand as per American Marketing Association. A brand is defined as a name, sign, symbol or design or a combination of them which is intended to identify the goods or services of one seller or a group of sellers and to differentiate them from those of competitors. Therefore, branding is not just about naming, it's about establishing a unique identity. Why is this concept so vital? The significance of brand lies in its ability to create a distinctive image in the mind of customers. A strong brand is not merely a label, it is a vessel that conveys specific information. We can identify 6 key elements that a brand conveys. First, attributes. A brand signals specific features such as style, fashion, quality, design or color. For example, the brand Tata Nano identically conveys specific attributes regarding size and price point. Second, benefit. Beyond physical attributes, a brand conveys benefit. These can be emotional or functional. While attributes like design and color offer emotional satisfaction, quality represents a functional benefit to the user. Now comes third, values. A brand communicates the product's values. These values must align with the feelings of the user group to ensure a connection. Fourth, culture. A brand is often deeply rooted in culture. It represents a set of wider prevailing norms. Brand culture demonstrates a bonding relationship within a family or a region or even a nation. Now, fifth, personality. Just like humans, brands have personalities. This set of communicable characteristics allows the brand to be associated with individuals, families, friends, or society at large. Now, next is users. Finally, the brand identifies the user segment. It tells the market who the product is intended for. If brand is so important, how do we choose a good one? Not all names are created equal. There are 5 distinct characteristics that define a good brand name. First one is it must be distinct. The name should not be generalized. While the names like Dalda, Xerox, Surf are distinct, we must be careful. Sometimes a brand becomes so popular that the distinct name becomes a generalized term for the product category itself. Second, uniqueness. A brand name should be exceptional. It must represent individuality. This uniqueness makes it difficult for competitor to imitate the brand, thereby protecting its market position. Third, legalized status. A good brand name must be capable of being protected as a trademark. Once protected, it comes under the sole authority of the creator, safeguarding the asset. Fourth, the name should be short and pointing. A concise name make it easy for users to pronunciate and remember. Furthermore, from a marketing perspective, a short name is easier to advertise and fit into visual media. Fifth, we must avoid complexity. For brand to live long in a competitive business environment, the nomenclature should be simple, avoiding complicated spelling or pronunciation. Having established what constitutes a good name, let us examine the operational function of branding. What does the process of branding actually achieve for the manufacturer? The functions are manifold. Primarily, it makes a product easily identifiable in a crowded shelf space. Second, it indicates quality. A branded item often signals to the consumer that the goods offered are of improved or consistent quality compared to unbranded alternatives. Third, branding adds to the popularity of a product, serving as a purposeful base for all advertising effort. Without a brand name, you can't effectively advertise. Furthermore, branding helps in establishing a psychological relationship between seller and buyer. It paves the way of effective packaging and labeling as the brand becomes the focal point of the design. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, it helps in differentiating two similar products available in the market, allowing the consumer to make a specific choice. Let us pause briefly to recap. We have identified brand as a differentiator comprising name, sign, or symbol. We have explored its significance in conveying attributes, benefits, and culture. We have also established that a robust brand name must be unique, distinct, legal, and simple, with fulfilling functions ranging from identification to quality assurance. We must now refine our vocab. In academia and industry, the term brand, branding, and brand mark are often used interchangeably, but they have distinct meaning. Let's start with brand. Brand includes the unique design, sign, symbol, work, or a combination of these. It creates an image that identifies a product and differentiates it. Over time, this image becomes associated with credibility, quality, and satisfaction. Let us consider Nike. Its brand encompasses the shoes logo, the word just do it, and a image of athletic achievement. This helps the consumer make a quick decision based on a trusted identity. Branding, on the other hand, is a process. It covers the essential activities starting from the allocation of a brand name to designing the mark and making effort to popularize it. It is the process involved in creating that unique name and image in the consumer's mind, mainly through advertising campaigns with a consistent theme. Then we have the brand mark. This is the visual element. It is an identifiable mark that cannot be verbalized. It is identified through a symbol, design, coloring, or lettering. As William S. Stenson notes, it is the part of brand that appears in the form of symbol. A prime example is the Twitter bird, now X. That sterilized blue bird was a non-verbal symbol representing the entire function of broadcasting short messages. When a brand requires legal defense, we speak of trademarks. A trademarks provide legal protection to brand marks. It legalizes the right of the manufacturer to exclusively use the name under their authority, checking the right of other manufacturer to use it. According to American Marketing Association, a trademark is a brand or a part of brand that is given legal protection because it is capable of exclusive appropriation. The owner can be an individual, a business organization, or a legal entity. You will often see symbols associated with this like TM. TM is used for an unregistered trademark. SM for an unregistered service mark, and the R in a circular symbol for registered trademark. For example, consider the Big Mac. This is a trademark for specific sandwich name. A rival chain cannot legally name their burger as a Big Mac because McDonald's has protected that specific trademark. For example, consider the Big Mac. This is a trademark for specific sandwich name. A rival chain cannot legally name their burger as Big Mac because McDonald's has already protected that specific product name. Despite legal protection, brands face the threat of brand piracy. This refers to duplicity in branding. Well-known brands often suffer from counterfeiting or imitation. For example, a product like Parle-G might be sold as Parle-P. Piracy generally takes three forms. First, brand imitation. This is a simple copying an established brand. For example, cheap quality shoes labeled Bata being sold as genuine Bata product. Second one is product faking. This refers to the nomenclature of a falsified product with a closely resembled brand name like or a symbol or logo. This is frequently practiced in rural market where consumer awareness may be lower. For example, health drinks like Glucon D under the fake name Glucose D. Next, product prescription. This is a deceptive process where someone registered a bundle of well-known brand name in a country where they are not yet registered, effectively holding the brand name hostage or selling fake products associated with the well-known name. An example is selling Sony cockroach trap under the brand name Sony, deceiving the customers into thinking it is a genuine electronic brand product. To summarize this section, we have distinguished the brand from branding and brand mark. We have discussed how trademarks provide legal shelter for these assets. We also analyzed the threats of brand piracy, including imitation, faking, and prescription, which undermine legitimate brand equity. To conclude part 1 of branding, we have developed a clear understanding of what a brand is and why it is so important in today's competitive market. We discussed the meaning and significance of a brand, its key characteristics, and the vital function it performs in identifying, differentiating, and adding value to our products. We also clarified important terms such as brand, branding, brand mark, and trademarks. And we have also examined the issue of brand piracy. This session has provided a strong conceptual foundation for branding. In the next session, part 2, we will build on this knowledge by exploring strategic brand management, brand metrics, and brand loyalty. Thank you.